Welcome back to another CVT live session happening today at Triconna's head office. I'm happy to be here. My name is Victoria Ogwebla and your host for today's live session. And here with me is Miracle Nelly, our social media manager and your speaker for today's event. Here is a little about Miracle Nelly. Nelly Miracle is a seasoned content marketing strategist and a real estate consultant with over 3 years of expertise in creating high-impact digital content. She has a proven track record of boosting audience engagement and driving sales for multiple brands, leveraging her skills to deliver measurable results across various platforms. Without further ado, let's get straight into the topic of today, content that converts. Welcome, Nelly Miracle, to the show.
Thank you so much, Victoria. I appreciate that warm welcome.
You're welcome. So today we're to talk about content that convert, and there's this common perception in social media right now. For me personally, I find it really difficult to post on IG, on Facebook, because I feel it's it's no longer private for me, and for some persons that are introverted. So I like to just post my things on WhatsApp, let my business just be around my contact list. But I think it's a limiting factor for those that are into businesses, maybe real estate for an example. Like it limits your audience, your target audience. And for me, I think it has really affected me a lot. Like I should have done more than I'm really doing right now. So I feel I need this push that would I want to do great things, you get? I want to make sales.
Yes.
So I need this push that will put me out there and will make me, as our topic says, to convert people.
Okay.
You get? So, Miss Miracle, why does social media matter?
Okay, thank you. That's a very valid question and opinion. I mean, a lot of people that are introverted that will say, I don't know how to talk to people out there. And social media is going to force you to talk to people, I assure you. Now, the thing is that let's just put this mindset for you, since you're always feeling, I just want to keep my business private. Let me show you what you're missing out on. First off, Nigeria has a population of over 200 million people.
Okay.
And out of these people, we have over 60 million that are on social media.
Wow.
In your entire life, you will not be able to have a one-on-one conversation with even 30 million people, no matter how popular you're going to be.
Yeah.
You might know them, but you can't physically interact with them. Now, what social media does for you is that it brings you to these people. You're in their faces as if you're there with them. This way, you're able to make sales, engage with people. Your product and services is seen by the number of people that you cannot physically be able to go to. At the same time, too, you have a broader audience that can see you. You're not going to, because I'm in Port Harcourt, my product is only seen by the people that are in my village with me. No. You have people seen in different states and they will want your product or your service and they'll buy it. Now, at the same time, it's also cost effective, because if you're looking at the fuel price now, you can't even take a tour around two states comfortably. So imagine that amount you would use for fuel. You're using it on your social media to make yourself out there. It's really incredible what social media can do for you.
Oh my God, my ears are already itchy. I want to hear more about it.
Yes.
Okay, I think all I got from just this intro is like social media breaks the barrier. You don't have to be there to sell. You don't have to be present. You don't have to travel the world to do a lot.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
From your very vicinity, you can be able to connect across the globe.
Wow.
Yes.
That's sweet. So how do we understand our target audience?
Okay, yes. One thing, I've had people complain a lot that, my content is not getting the visibility I want and all of that. The thing is that every brand has a niche.
Okay.
And you should be able to niche down. When you niche down, you're able to successfully target your audience, in the sense that, okay, let's use real estate, for instance, and you're a realtor. Who are your target audience? You're looking at first-time home buyers, investors, people that are looking to relocate, people that are looking to invest their money. These kind of things allows you to now put a persona to the people you're targeting. You're no longer going to be blindly throwing your content out there. It's just like you standing on the road and saying, don't worry, somebody's going to recognize me or someone is going to pick me. There's a sea of markets out there. How will people be able to pinpoint you? So you have to create a persona for your target audience, in the sense of understanding know who you're targeting. If you cannot, every hunter has to aim before he can say, okay, I'm taking down this animal. That's the same way your content is. If you don't have anybody you're targeting, you cannot be able to make sales. So let's use real estate. Like I said, you're targeting first time home buyers, smart investors, people that are relocating, people that are looking for where to put their money down, working class people that need to know how they will have retirement plans for older age. So this way, when you're creating your content, you have an idea of who you're talking to. Okay, I'm a first time home buyer. I want to buy a home for my family. You know what you're talking about is security. Obviously, if he has a family, you're looking at proximity to amenities like schools, hospitals, the security of that area. These are some things that you would now put as pointers in your content because you're answering a question, a need that your target audience has.
Wow, that's great. So I've personally had this like you just want to go to Instagram to watch videos, and there's some videos that I would see, or that will just pop out, and I'll just swipe up.
Okay.
Get, because it's already boring me. Do you get?
Yes.
So I think from it's one thing to get your target audience, and it's another thing to put something
Retain
appealing
their
out there.
attention.
You get? So what
Yes,
are
yes.
these appealing, compelling content we should give our target
Okay,
audience?
there is no appealing or compelling
Oh,
content per se. They're just guidelines for you to be able to create this kind of content
okay.
for your niche or your brand. Now, people, there's research inside that it takes 3 seconds for you to capture someone's attention if you're using video.
Okay.
In fact, it's even lesser when you're using images or graphics to capture and retain people's attention, especially with the kind of, you just one swipe, you're out of their face.
Yeah.
So why should they do it? Why should I use my data that is expensive now? So these are 3 guidelines I feel anybody that's creating content should use. First, you should have a very, very compelling headline. What you're starting out with should be able to capture people's interest. It should solve their need immediately. Your headline alone should do that. Secondly, the body of your content should have what? It should have value. And at the same time, you should be able to appeal to your audience. Your visuals should look good. Don't go and put content out there and say, oh, I'm dishing out value to people. I don't care what the visual is looking at. People are looking for visual. Everybody likes good things. They might not personally have it for themselves, but they want to see good things. That's why you go to look at luxury living. You like looking at fine clothes. You might not afford them now, but looking at this thing makes you feel a sense of, inclusivity into it, that, oh, I can have this thing one day, or this could be my one day. So use visuals that are very appealing. People, that's how our brain works. The colors, everything popping, looking good. I might not be listening to what you're saying, but I'm looking at, I like the way this content is
Yeah.
looking. Yeah. So these are some of the things. Get a catchy headline for yourself, use good visuals, and then have a call to action that would guide them on what is the next step. Don't just put your content out there. Okay, after seeing this, send me a DM now so that I could give you the link to come for, let's say you're into real estate. Is a common example, sorry, because I'm into real estate.
Yeah.
So you just say, send me a DM now for us to book an inspection and take you to see your property of choice. That way you've guided them, oh, see my content and see the way you can be able to get what I'm marketing to you. Don't just put your content out there and not have anything. Maybe you can also say DM yes to get this exclusive free audiobook on how to get your land documentation. Free. I'm not going to pay money. You can also pitch there too that I'm going to DM this or comment yes to get this training that cost me 50,000 naira, but I want to give it to you for free. Those kind of things are appealing to people. People want free things. They want something that I didn't spend so much to get this thing. Yeah. So these are some ways that you can be able to craft your content around, and you'll be able to get that visibility and sales you want.
Wow. I hope we are jotting things down because if I had a pen, I would just be writing.
Of
Okay, now
course.
since you already mentioned about realtors, I'm
Yeah.
also a realtor. So I would
Okay.
love to know some challenges realtors face on social media.
Okay, first is low engagement. A lot, low engagement. And the thing about us human beings is that we like seeing ourselves grow.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you see that it's looking like nobody is seeing you, maybe you put out the content that you took time, you wore your suit, or you planned your script, and you're seeing that it's getting just one like. What's this one? What am I doing with one like? Okay, so there's this measure of success that likes and comments give to us that makes you feel, oh, I'm on the right track. When you don't see, in fact, sef, well, most people when they see content that don't have likes and comments, it's easy for them to just swipe. Oh, a lot of people have seen this content and they don't think it's a beg, I'm not
Yes.
watching it. But when you see more likes, of course, the algorithm will bring it more to the screens of people. So this is one of the challenges they face. Secondly, is the ability to build trust. Real estate market is very porous, and there's a lot of skepticism on real estate market in the sense of scams, or what this person is saying might not be right and wrong. So it's difficult for a lot of realtors to be able to close from social media because they feel it's not even easy to convince people physically. How can I now be able to convince them online? So I feel one way you can go around this for your low engagement, look at your insights. That's what I say. Look at your insights. See your contents that have more reach. People did not click to comment or like, but they watched your video. Maybe they quickly just stayed maybe 4 5 seconds or at least a couple of minutes and they scrolled. It means that your content had value that made them pause. It did not make them pause a lot, or it didn't drive them to say, I like this stuff, or I want to engage with this stuff by commenting, but it meant that they saw your content. This way, you're now able to craft your content based on what you've seen that gave you result. You're now going to make similar content. Oh, this content got this kind of reach. I should create something similar to this, but make it better. Instead of you to just throw your content out there or just anything that pops on your head, you're going to just put it as your content. You're going to now be more intentional because let's say you put a content that has a reach of 152 people saw this your post. They didn't like, maybe you got 2 likes there,
Yeah.
but 152 people saw this your post means you have reach now. Okay, you're getting impressions, you're not getting engagement yet, but this way, what made this content stand out to them? Why did it get this kind of reach? How can I create similar content? And you already have the goodness of ChatGPT and other AI that can give you similar things. Maybe if you put some prompts there, they guide you to create something similar as well. So this way you're able to overcome this. Then at the same time, skepticism is consistency. Actually, if you constantly keep putting out value, think of educating your customers, not just selling to them. We're always more focused on buy this property now, buy this now. I used to do this because I just wanted to get it over with. Let me see what I'm selling, buy from me, buy from me. But people would not buy what you're selling. They would first connect with you.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're able to, oh, look at this is why I feel you should get this. It feels more like a conversation between someone that actually cares about me. Okay, I want to do this because this person has really taught me that this thing is important. Consistently, they are seeing you showing up, telling them stuff, educating them. It's easier for them to. I mean, that's how we make friends. You don't make somebody a friend overnight. Gradually, either by call, you're seeing the person often, or you are talking a lot, and then you say, this person is my friend. And that's how people online too are. It's not as different as we think that you just have to put one or two things. No, it takes time. Yes, it's not instantaneous.
Speaking of consistency, I need you to throw more light on it because me, I know I'm not consistent. It's easy to run out of content on social media. So can you please tell us more about it?
Okay, yes. Being consistent is actually, I feel, is something that's a personal decision. But the ways that can help you be consistent is post regularly, of
Okay.
course, and at the same time, engage when you post in the sense of don't post and ghost. A lot of people, when they post, they just go out of social media, stay around. Your audience will go probably comment or ask questions. Be ready to respond to them immediately. Okay, and then you can also take the discussion from just the comments to their DM and be like, oh, let's say, let me use you for instance. You asked me a question on my post, and I can just be like, hello, Victoria. I noticed that you had little challenge with this. I want to give you more inquiries, and I feel you can use this link to properly understand this question. Let's say a property listing you gave or your estate you're advertising, and they saw it and like, oh, this place is where you can just say, oh, this is located in Ada George in your comments. And then you take the conversation to their DM. Hello, I noticed that you had some inquiries about this property at Ada George. Click this link to get further clarity, answers all the frequently asked questions about this location, and also gives you visual on what the estate currently looks like now. After that, you can also come back maybe a few hours later or a day later to say, hello, were you able to check out the property using this link? Did you have any question or inquiry to make? You see is that it gives your audience that feeling of you personalize the experience for them. Okay. And then at the same time, you can also put behind the scenes of your content, in the sense of, as a realtor, of course, you should be able to take people to inspections online.
Yeah.
Or come along with me for an inspection at this location. People want to see what is happening. They don't just want you to come, oh, this product is what I have for you. This service is what I have for you. They want to
Yeah.
see the process. Okay, maybe you say, all right, come along with me to give client a document,
Yeah.
their documentation, or here's what a deed of conveyance looks like. You're giving them your process. They want to humanize your brand. That's what people are looking for. Okay, I'm seeing this. Maybe when you now put a photo of I'm live at this location. They felt like they went on that journey with you. When you show them you entering the bus, going to the location, showing them different places or landmarks in that area. When you say we're live at this location now,
Yeah.
they feel like they were part of your process. So there's a TikToker, I think it's Celine, it's her name. So I saw this video on TikTok where she showed us a video of her making her hair threaded.
Yeah.
And then she said 8 hours later and she had lost it and was showing us that the pain was so much.
Wow.
So a couple of days later, she posted a video of what she used the hair to do. She created a content and the comment feed was filled with, so this was the hair, what you used the hair for, Pele. Sorry, thank God you lose it, but you're looking so good on it. People feel like they were part of that journey.
Yes.
They were not just resonating with, oh, she put a content out about this thing. They are looking at, oh, this is what made up this video. And people that were not there to see when she made the hair had to go back to see those videos and be like, oh, this is what actually
It's a way to
happened.
catch up.
That's, yes, a way to catch up. They stay informed, they stay with you. So these are some of the ways that you can be able to, stay consistent with your audience and they feel like they are part of your brand.
Speaking of consistency, you've told us all we need to know about being consistent and gaining trust from our target audience. And it's easy to run out of content. So, how do we consistently have content to put out there?
All right, a way to stay consistent with your content, because a lot of people run out of ideas. Oh, I don't know what to post next. I've posted this. What next should I put out there? You can leverage on educational content,
Okay.
share testimonials, and your promotional content. These are three major forms of content you can put as a realtor, as a real estate person. Now, of course, it's common with every brand out there. Educate your audience.
Yeah.
Like I said, people want something that can give them value. Don't just come sales around them. Before you tell them, oh, buy this property at this place, educate them why.
Yeah.
You can tell them about the particular location you're selling to them,
Yes.
in the sense of, oh, this location has this landmark. Speaking of, let's say, Lisbon Estate, the one that we're currently running on promo now,
Yeah.
their landmarks are notable. There's the four universities that are there: River State University, Tessel Polytechnic, UTT Mission, Stella Maris. A school, Uniport, had only one school that was able to bring the development that has been seen in the whole of Chuba. Imagine what it's now going to look like when there are four universities in your location where you've bought a land from. People are already curious. How am I good? That means if Chuba has this kind of development,
Talk more of
four
I
schools
mean.
here, people are going to be blown away. This way, they've moved from, oh, she's just trying to sell her product to me, she's just trying to sell
Yes.
Lisbon to me. Now they are seeing the value of what you're selling to them. They are no longer seeing the price. They are now seeing what they are going to gain. They are seeing the future. You're already projecting, Chuba, imagine four universities are here. River State University, this university is there, this university is there. That means if I have a plot of land here now,
Yes.
what is going to be selling for in the next 3-5 years, I'm going to become a millionaire. That's what people are feeling immediately. There's this comfort in knowledge. When people are able to make informed
due
decisions,
diligence,
yes,
yes.
you've been able to guide them to make their purchase, but they feel like they feel like they were the persons that took the
In charge,
steps,
yes.
in charge of what the decisions they made. So at the same time, to, like I said, share testimonial, especially for real estate market. People have been scammed in real estate, and this is not a joke. It's real. People have been scammed. That's one of the struggles we have. That's some of the challenge you face as a realtor. In other of your brands out there, people have given them what I wanted versus what I got. why am I sure that your brand is not going to do the same thing to me?
I know, right?
But when you share testimonial, somebody comes up that is not you to say, oh, this person sold this product to me and this thing was original. This person sold this land to me and it was genuine.
Yeah.
This person gave me this land and I've not had any gist with it. I've been living here for over 4 years with my family. Or I just moved in and I didn't see any area boy that came to come and hijack me or disturb me for money, for bush clearance or for matching ground. Oh, it's now new to them. It's now easy for them to relate to. It's now easy for them to say, oh, this person said it. They've not seen that person physically, but it now feels like somebody is in their corner of telling them,
Yes.
I feel this pain you're feeling, but these people have solved it for me. So share testimonials as often as possible with people. You know, a lot of, in real estate, a lot of buyers are skeptical about people having their pictures. And that's one challenge realtors face, because they're telling you, I don't want my picture online, I don't want my this online, I don't want people to know about me. Most buyers, some amount of buyers are very private people.
Yeah.
And of course, you cannot, because you want to make your sales, you now encroach into their space and their life. You can just tell them, please just drop a comment on WhatsApp if you can, about I got this product, I bought this property and it's genuine and it's this and it's this. And if they're comfortable to drop their names too, that way it's now authentic. When you're now branding it or when you're putting it in your graphics, of course you should make it look professional, that people can be like, oh, reference what you're doing. But if you're able to get, of course, for other brands, let's say food brands, it's easier for people to put their face out there, skin brands and all of that. So get your client's testimonial as much as possible. Don't say, no, this client is doing something, I don't want this one. No. Ask them for their feedback. Oh, you use the product. What was it like for you? Oh, this property you've bought now, do you like it? How has it been for you? Like Lisbon Estate Abara, I had a client that bought when it was 650,000 naira. And when I was conversing with him and I told him, so that property now is selling for 1.2. You know, there's this joy,
Yes.
knowing that it's as if you've played every other person on earth a fool, and you've taken steps nobody has taken. You're just feeling rich and wealthy. So when I told him about it, he's like, are you serious? I have to tell my friends about this. So you can imagine, in less than 5 months, I'm already making this amount of money, from 650, 900, 1.2, and you've been able to squeeze this time and you're already making profit. So these are some ways that you can stay relatable, you can have content to continually share with people. And of course, the discount, just like we're already giving on Lisbon Estate, discount content, promotional content that are telling them, oh, instead of this amount of money, we are going to give it to you at this rate. We're going to give you at this rate. Your customers feel, oh, she's looking out for us. She knows now that we want this. Now we are giving you Christmas in September. Who will do that one for you? Nobody will do it for you. Everybody's waiting to December when they're going to kill chicken. But we are telling you that we are bringing December now, here in October, for you to partake in it. People are going to be ecstatic. That's what your audience will feel. She knows what we are going through. She knows that things are now becoming either tougher or more difficult. Or if you even send personalized messages to them, or we notice that this has been happening in Nigeria or in Port Harcourt or whatever location you're in, that is common with people, and you say, we've noticed this, I want to assist you in this way by doing this. Instead of this for delivery, we are going to be taking this to reduce the cost of what people are going to, it might not be so much, but people are going to feel, she knows what we are going through, she understands with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so people now feel like you get them.
Yeah.
This way, you're always having content. Imagine if you're going to be putting out all your testimonials you get, all the referrals, all people, pictures of what you're doing on site, your behind the scenes, of course, like I've said, let people see your journey. And of course, you should keep your videos, if you're putting out videos, to at least a minute. Don't exceed it. Don't say you want to put everything out for them. Maybe on your YouTube, you can do that. But on social media pages like Instagram, Facebook, probably on your LinkedIn, Twitter a bit, then you can just put these things 1 minute, 45 seconds, that kind of way. This way, you're able to break down your content. And imagine, in fact, one inspection video or one inspection tour, you can have like 4 or 5 contents on that day. And you've covered the whole week with your content there. You can go live as well. This way, you're building consistency, you're building trust. Hello, guys, I'm live at this location. Like we are doing live now. It's easy for people to trust us because they've seen something that they can relate to. We're not just putting content out there. They cannot be able to drop questions and we respond to them. is personalized. We are having more content. So that's what I feel anybody that wants to put content out there, realtor, a brand owner, whatever you're doing, just educate your audience, promote stuff, give them discount, give them exclusive free gifts or whatever you want to do, and also share your testimonials as often as possible.
Wow, that was amazing. What I actually got from this is you're not just from putting out your content out there, sharing testimonials, you're also gaining their trust. You're
Trust,
also selling
exactly.
yourself. They're saying that
Yes,
you have integrity, people are buying from you, you are
yes,
reliable,
exactly.
you get. So that was them. And that's another thing real estate people face. One of the challenges they face is people are skeptical, they don't want to buy from you.
Yes,
They've lost their properties a
yes,
lot. Do you get?
exactly.
Personally, the people tell me, I don't want to buy from here, I don't want to buy from there. These people they fight a lot, they do this. But when I tell them that I've sold to people from here, in fact, some of our clients they're already building, they are doing that. Okay, they're like,
Yes,
okay,
your
okay,
social proof
yes, you
is there for
understand?
them.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that was sweet. So now we've learned how to what to post out there, how real estate, how social media matters to us, how to be on our target audience, how to be on their faces, and all. So how do we measure? How do we know that we are doing well on social media? How do we measure it? How do we know all this our posts, our content, everything is going on well?
Okay. Like I said earlier, you can use your insights.
Okay,
Now, there's a difference between you have your impressions and your engagement.
okay,
Impression shows you your reach. Engagement shows you how many people like related to what you're doing, commented on it, liked it. These are what you should focus on: your impressions and your engagement. So when you check your insights, you can use a tool, social media tool like Business Suite. Business Suite offers you an opportunity to even schedule your posts. You know, most realtors, most business owners are very busy, and you're like, I want to be consistent, but today I wanted to post this thing. I had something urgent that required my time. You can schedule your post. Schedule your post, put everything in order, and you just leave it. Social media will just be running while you're doing other things. Then you can come back to engage, to comment, to like. So when you have a tool like Business Suite, you're able to click, check your content, check how your content is doing. Business Suite even offers you an opportunity to see, they set goals for you, in fact. Put out this amount of stories, put out this amount of posts, put this amount of graphics, and you get this amount of reach and impression. They will tell you every week. You cannot be able to use the goals they give you, their tasks, to now streamline what you're doing. Oh, they said I should put 3 stories out this week. You put 3 stories out. After it, you go back to your business, you check your insight, you see it to tick everything you've done good and tell you how well your post has done. So these are some ways you can measure. And then of course, like I said, when you check the insights, you can now be able to re-strategize and create similar contents to contents that are performing well. Whatever it is, whether your post or your ad, when you check and see how a content is doing, you cannot be able to create similar content. Like I said, just to re-emphasize it, even if you're not getting the likes yet, you're getting impressions, which is you're having reach. So just continue to be on it, continue to grow, stay on it, share stories, share insights, share your personal experience there. In fact, one of the content that I put out that had the highest reach at time was a content that I was sharing about the struggles I faced growing up when my dad's property was taken from him because he did not follow proper procedures in getting it. He got it from a friend and all of that. I had a lot of people commenting, I've been in this kind of situation before. I've had this thing happen to me. How can we do this? How can we do that? People want to feel that kind of emotion there. So share your personal story. You've been in either real estate or you've been in your brand. Tell us how you started. What brought the idea? You can even tell us about what brought about your brand. Share what it is about. Before you tell us 4, 5 times of your journey, you filled your week's content and people relate to it. That way, I can even ask you, this product that you're about to buy, your customer won't give your backstory to people. No, she started from a humble beginning. She started small. Now look where she is. They'll be the one testifying for you because you've guided them on your journey and they feel like they are part of your growth. Okay. So that's the way for you to measure your growth on social media. Use your impressions, check your insights, leverage on Business Suite, and of course, other social media tools that you feel comfortable with. But for me, I feel Business Suite is one of the easiest. It's easy to navigate, it's just straightforward, tells you everything to do there. use these insights, then you create similar content on social media.
So, Miracle, before you leave us, can you give us your own tips, your secrets, what works for you? Because I'm about to dive into my social media and pepper there. Do you get? So, tell me.
All right, so the strategy I use is one, provide value, two, build trust, and three, consistently address my audience need. This way, I'm able to establish myself to my target audience. I'm able to make sales and I'm still able to engage with them and they can humanize what I'm doing. So anytime I'm putting out content there, I'm thinking in my head, will this content give value to somebody? Will somebody look at this content and be, they'll move from, oh, I didn't know this to, oh, now I know this, or, and yes, I want to take this decision with her. At the same time, I'm building trust because, of course, I'm putting out content that documents my journey, my growth behind the scenes, and all of that. And at the same time, these content are addressing the needs of my target audience. So I think this is my strategy. I'll just give to you for free to use on your social media page and watch yourself scale.
Wow, wow, wow. Miracle, thank you so much. I have gotten so much value today. And I know that it's not just me, even
Yes.
those watching us right now,
Of
they've
course.
gotten a lot and they've jotted things down. And we are so happy to have you here today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Miracle.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.